while I've got a few minutes here, I'm gonna go ahead and get the radiator in. I'm not gonna put the fan shroud on yet, just gonna hook up the transmission cooler lines so when we get the exhaust on, we can run the motor, hook up the water pump, and well, hopefully see if we can get this thing running, idling, without spilling a bunch of fluid on the floor. So let me turn the camera around, kind of show you what I'm doing. All right. So I've got the radiator mocked up back in here. It's on the rubber feet down below. It is the proper V6 smaller radiator. Got the little plastic things in the way on both sides. And kind of hard to see there. So we're just gonna hook up these two transmission lines. And I may end up just doing the water pump now and running everything else, but we'll see if I got time. So let's see if we can get to it. Okay, so got the line started. And I believe it's a 13 here. We'll just kind of keep going. Always happens, doesn't it? Okay, well, let's see if I can get that 13. Got it. All right, get you back into position here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And, it's just not to drop that again. And the reason we want to connect these lines is so when we start the engine and it's spinning torque converter and the transmission pump, we're not spilling fluid everywhere again. You'll see a bunch of sand on the ground from our last attempt. I mean, just getting it started and it starts spilling out, so I want to make sure that I get this seated without cross-threading anything here. I always have a hard time getting these started. So let's see if I'm even making a difference here. It's kind of hard to show you this bottom line, or at least it's hard for me to tell what you can see, so I'm gonna turn the camera around on you so you can kind of get an idea. All right, down here. Now I see why this is so hard to film. A couple more, and then we should be good after that. I really should have a plan, but we're kind of just snugging it up. Okay, so motor's back in, transmission lines are connected. Let me see what's on the plan for the next thing to do here, and I'll get back with you guys. Radiator. See, that's the mess we made last night. That's why we want to connect the radiator. So could have just used some, you know, cooler line or something, mocked it up just to get it. But I'll have to clean all that up when I'm done. Now it won't leak. On to the next. Hey, welcome back. All right, so water pump is in. Use just a little bit of RTV on just the outside of the gasket to hold it in place. Kind of tired, so I didn't have all the strength just to hold it in place and put the gaskets in. But it's in. Let me show you here. So let me turn the camera around, turn it back on, get you kind of a better shot of everything. Lower radiator shroud is in as well, and it's ready to go to the next step. Thanks. So as you see, the gasket appears to be all the way in on that side, and I believe it's hard to see there, that side as well. So all the fan shroud. I'll leave the upper off until I get the other accessory brackets on, and we'll keep going. Hey, welcome back. It's the next day. Got a little bit more done here. Got the water pump on, fan shroud, some radiator hoses, and did a little bit of work on the inside. But door panels that he has have round inserts for the push pins versus like the slotted ones that the OEMs have. So I need to go to the store, see if I can find something that'll fit in there, either to take up the difference and make it a slotted instead of round, or some sort of larger push pin that has a smaller tip that can go into the door panel, the metal door panel. So let me turn the camera around, kind of show you what I'm talking about. Come in here, she's looking good. But the new door panels that he has, I did put one in there, but on the bottom and the sides here, almost looks like somebody drilled them out. Can't tell if that's a factory one or not. No, that looks drilled out to me. What do you guys think? But panels are in, and only out of those 3 screws, only this bottom one is drilled into the cab, because it was a work truck cab. I haven't put this piece back on yet, but we will. And sun visors will do right before we get it back. I do need to find a horn button. The steering wheel and the non-tilt column we took out, swapped over his ignition cylinder to the to my tilt column for him. So yeah, unfortunately he's going to have a cruise control switch without cruise control. But it's coming along. Wish it wasn't raining. We're trying to get the radio installed, got the wires extended so we can put the module underneath the glove box and keep it all nice and neat and secure. But I am really liking the way this is turning out. I'm definitely probably gonna copy this color when I do mine. Oh, and then I did have to put a different set of speakers in the front than what he had ordered. They fit in the back, but they didn't fit up in the front, so I gave him a set of brand new kickers, and I'll have him hopefully return the other ones. But yeah. And I'm not sure if I said this in the other video, but he does have all new rubber seals, new mirrors, a lot of new parts. So that'll probably wrap it up for this video. Gonna be gone for about a week, so hopefully when I get back we can start working on that dually and do some upgrades to that one. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.